Well, there are really many reasons. One very good reason is that climate change unfortunately didn't stop because we became busy with handling the economic crisis. But also another good reason is that investors need to get the signal. What can they count on after 2020? They're already planning for this. And the third very good reason is that even during these economic crisis years, in Europe we spent almost 1 billion euros each day to pay for our imported fossil fuels. Don't people think that it would be wise to bring down that kind of cost and at the same time do something good for the climate? No, it's not too ambitious, but it is ambitious and it should be. All our impact assessments and analysis behind all this work shows that it is cost efficient for Europe if we want to go to the 2050 target of reducing 80 to 95%, then it's cost efficient in 2030 to be at 40%. That means that we follow a rather smooth trajectory downwards, reducing smoothly our emissions instead of just pushing the bill in front of us. And that is why 40%, it's doable, but it's also ambitious, and that is exactly where we should be. Our experience in Europe has always been, it helps when we have binding targets. We also saw that in the run-up to achieving the 2020 targets. And I also think it sends a stronger signal to the investors that they know this is something we are serious about. It's not just nice intentions, it's something we actually want to do. We want to measure whether we are moving in the right direction. We are building in now bigger flexibility for member states, but then we need a binding renewables target at the European level. Actually, it's also a question about having a more Europeanized energy policy instead of a very national energy policy. I would say that if other big economies now followed Europe's example and came out with similar ambitious targets for 2030, the world would be in a much better place when it comes to combat climate change. And I'm sure that this signal that we are sending in good time before Paris 2015, that will also make some pressure on others actually also to deliver on ambition. So I think there are good reasons why, for instance, France and other governments in Europe have said they would agree to this signal of at least 40%. But of course, the next hurdle will be, it's not enough that things get out of the European Commission. Now, the European Council, the governments of Europe will have to endorse this as well as, of course, the European Parliament.